So today we are going to see how we can find accommodation when you are in India and what and all the different things you'll face. The scams and the money transfer, what you have to take care of, and what should be your main priorities. And Coracle is one of our biggest supporters. So if you're looking for a blocked account, just don't hesitate, take Oracle. They have like amazing services. And how's life in Germany? It's gonna be winter, so the climate is gonna be cold, but we can survive. It's not a big deal, and it has the fourth largest economy. And you can travel around 27 countries with your Schengen visa, and there are almost like 20 million people who are immigrants from different backgrounds. So you'll be meeting a lot of students here. And the format of the webinar will be something like this. We'll go through the presentation. I'll show you some websites, what I will use, and I have used to get accommodation in Hamburg and some other shortcuts. And about the accommodation in Germany. So first and foremost, what you have to do is what features do you want? Because in Germany, you can either find accommodation which is furnished and unfurnished. And also it varies with respect to your room rent. There is rent for cold and warm rent. Cold rent is, it is excluding your electricity and your heating, and warm rent which includes everything including your wi-fi, heating, and all the miscellaneous amenities what you can get. So if you can take a screenshot, these are the important websites what we use, mainly Vegagesuk and Imoxscout. eBay is one of the easiest way to reach out to landlords. And for temporary stay, I've used Airbnb, Wonderflats, and other things. And as soon as you get your admit letter, you'll get an email from Student and Work where you can get into student dorms. So that is your first priority, getting into student dorms. So what not to do when you're looking for accommodation, especially these scams are happening through Facebook and in social media. So don't pay anyone in advance. They'll tell you that, okay, you need a certain deposit, so and so, so and so. People in Germany, they do understand that you're from another country and sending money will be a hectic thing. So they won't force you to send it. Maximum, they'll say that, if you feel that the house is genuine and if you have a reliable resource like a senior who can go check it out, and then only you can do your transaction. And never use your Western Union, PayPal, or other modes of transfer when you are sending money, because these cannot be traced, and getting money back from them, it's like little to impossible. Especially Western Union and money bookers are completely uncommon in Germany. So uh, never use them. And what are all the steps? Searching online and offline for suitable offers which match your criteria. Also, fix your rent with respect to the location. It varies from place to place. For Hamburg, it's around 350 to 500. It's more than that sometimes. And contacting the landlord or agency to express your interest, arranging viewing or video call, and signing the contract and subleasing. Make sure you read and understand all the things. Sometimes in Germany, landlords are very keen and picky on what they give. uh, if things are not right when you're leaving the house, and if it is mentioned in the contract, you have to pay a hefty fine or they'll cut your deposit. So make sure you read it thoroughly. And registering your address with local registration within 14 days. This is not for you. So as a student who moved to Germany for the first time, they do understand that it is very difficult to find accommodation. So it doesn't matter. I registered after a month, and one of my friend, he registered after 2 months. There's 14 days. Happens when you are already there in Germany. When you are registered to the city and you are moving to some different apartment, then you have to give your registration for the other house also. Next, your priority list. First, Make sure you apply for student dorm, and your location will obviously have private dorms from different NGOs and organizations. Search for your VG, and next make a group of friends who are moving to the same locality. And you can search for a complete house. So this is what I did, and I find this as convenient and it's pretty easy. And rent student hostels if you are staying for like a week or so. It's pretty much cheaper than compared to uh, your other kind of Airbnbs. So, and this, what's it like to live in a dorm and a vacay and apartment? So usually in dorms, it's one floor, and you'll be sharing your rooms. It's similar to what we have hostels in India, but it's limited to 2-3 people who are sharing one bathroom and one kitchen, and you'll get more amenities like gym, study hall, music room, and you might be having activities like movie nights, parties. Yeah, and in Hamburg we do have some student dorms which are more popular. Okay, which are more popular just for their parties, and we do apply to similar dorms, to have a better student life. But getting in them is very hard. And what are Vegas like? Vegas, these are like, yeah, it can be between 2 to 10 people, depends on the apartment, and the whole apartment is rented by one landlord. And yeah, it's usually, you'll be having individual rooms and a shared kitchen, but you'll be missing out on these things. And yeah, it depends on how good of a relationship you have with your roommates and how compatible you guys are. So when you're applying for Vege, usually you have to give an interview with the existing roommates to see the compatibility, and be very honest of what you do, what not you do, because after moving in, it will be quite harsh if you don't like the vibe. And yeah, then you have to move out. So that's one thing. And what to avoid when you are coming to Vega or apartment. So it's common that students share apartments, and this is more important. When you are bringing in someone, you have to inform your uh, roommates who are staying there, like your girlfriends or your colleagues. If they stay there for a long term, then they might get pissed and they don't like it. So make sure your communication is pretty proper with your roommates. Then let's see about some scams. Second, yeah, yeah. Let's see. This is a sample draft. What our TUHH has given in one of their drafts, and this is usually what I use. If you want to if you want to take a screenshot, you can. So make sure you write, what you're looking for, where you study, and something about yourself. This is, I feel this is little important, you know, what kind of a personality you have and how to reach out to you. Here also it's the same thing, like where you study, what kind of a person you are, you enjoy some good beer, allow cycling, and yeah, make sure you tell them what kind of a personality you are. People like to read them, and based on that they'll reply to you and give your social media, or how to contact you when you're free. So these are the two formats, and I do get a lot of replies when I use this. And sometimes in Vacate they don't reply when they feel that if they don't connect with what you write. So they're very keen. People are very keen on what they like and what they don't like. So make sure you explain about yourself and your personality. Then let's talk about the important thing, what most of the people are facing now. I getting few calls from students that, bro, should I do this or not? First one, if the offer is way too good to be true, uh, like in Hamburg, if you get anything under 300 or around 300, and it looks like something from a very good location, or it looks like Airbnb photos, then yeah, it might be scams. And if the landlord will ask you to pay before signing the contract or coming to your location. And this third point, this is, I think, most of you have faced it. He claims that he is abroad and you cannot go and view the apartment, but he'll be sending you the keys through courier. No, it's a scam. Yeah. And if the landlord sends you a copy of passport, yeah, it's mostly stolen. And he won't give you confirmation for your city registration. That this is one of the things what a landlord gives you when you move. So make sure that to avoid these things, if you face them, don't pay them. And these are few examples of what my juniors have faced. When this guy asked for some payment and he's like, I cannot pay it because I don't trust you enough. And he's like, yeah, he's using the sentimental value. And yeah, this is one of the things, like room is 400, there's all charges included. Presently, viewing the flat will not be possible because I'm not in the country. So it doesn't make any sense. These are the scams you need to be, aware of. And yeah, make sure you do your research and be skeptical about everything and ask questions if this is legit or not. Always verify their identity. You will be having one of the other seniors when you are moving to Germany, or you can reach out to them through LinkedIn or Facebook and ask them, request them, can you please go and check this apartment? So that works. And check the reviews and ratings if you're moving to Airbnbs. And for registration, you should request your contract, and also they will give you a sheet for you to get registered to the city. And read and understand all the terms and condition before signing the contract, because there will be one or the other hidden things you might not have read it. Then when you're leaving the apartment, you either have to book a lawyer in order to get out of the situation, or you have to pay a hefty fine. And talk to your seniors, guys. And this is it. It's a very short webinar. So let's see what websites we use. And before that, this is the shortcut what I use. So type any private dorms what you know. For Hamburg, we have Christopher House. Let's just say, and it shows you the location. It is identified as student dormitory. Click on it. You get all the list of private dorms. Go through each and every website, apply to them. Most of them are near to your cities, and it will be vacant one or the other way. But in Hamburg, it's pretty hard. For other cities, it's the same. Even for Munich, if you keep looking for student and work to allocate you a room, it's pretty hard. So try applying to private dormitories, and you have a lot. Then click on their, websites. It shows you to their Facebook ID or something like that. Yeah. And this is one of the shortcuts what I've used. I've got allocated to some, but it's pretty far away from my university, so I didn't take it. And let's see. Okay. Let's go through. Yeah, this is one of the websites what we use. It's the popular one in Germany. So you basically give your city. Hamburg. Let's just choose house and apartments. And yeah, you get more offers. Choose them if it is feasible. Since these are houses, it's a 3-bedroom apartment or something like that. You have to find it along with your friends. So this is what I did when I moved to Hamburg. I couldn't get any accommodation. I was staying in sublet. Then I asked few of my friends that if we can look for a house. They said yes, and we found a house which is a little further away from the city, but yeah, it's pretty convenient and cheaper. This is one way. And the second is that you can also go to their website. Oh, it's not logged in. So if you log in, you'll get an option to place an ad. In that ad, you can state that I'm looking for an apartment in this location. So the landlord will reach you out. So this is one of the ways, and it works a lot. And rest of the things are, yeah, go through your Facebook groups and join WhatsApp groups, which is relatively near to your place. And the standard uh, time what you should look at is around 45 to 1 hour. You should be prepared to travel that much when you want a house or accommodation for a cheaper rent. Let's see, can we go to eBay Finance Slack? Mm, yeah. And eBay Finance Slack is also a pretty good website. So you get most of the secondhand stuff here and for a very cheaper price. And they do have a option for Vegas. All these things you can play around here or post a ad looking for a house. And yep, select a location. And here too you get like genuine landlords who place their ads here, like something like this, fully furnished, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you just have to select the location and use the format what they have shown here. Express your interest. I'm this, I'm that. I like going out, spending nice time in the evening. So yeah, and you surf through it. And if you're good in German, write your text in German. They love it. You get a call, then you're well and good. So yeah, these two are important, and at the same time, we have already shared a draft of all the websites which are available to find housing. If not, these are the main things: Vegas and student and work. And check for your private housing. This is the shortcut what we use. Student dormitory. Find one, and you can find rest of them. So, if you have any questions, we can have a nice discussion for like next 10-20 minutes.